First things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. I do apologize for all the interruptions we've been having. It's been a little bit crazy. I understand that. I do apologize for that. Usually when I show off something new that we've been working on, something that has nothing to do with like a Phoenix lineup or anything we're developing, something completely out of the box, we send this information off to our just people we have contracts under. And then there's a whole bunch of questions that pop up like, okay, how's it react to this? How's it react to that? What is it? What codes have been added to it? Like, you know, they wanted all this information on it. So as I explained to you before, if you saw the first demonstration on the product, when we painted it, it's kind of a grayish kind of look to it. But as you can see, basically, it comes up really, really dark because it has that contrast shifting technology. And then on top of that, it's embedded with that color, that gamer paint. And that gamer technology allows it to produce really insane colors. So, I mean, I know there have been a lot of interruptions, but these are interruptions that are coming from people we have contracts with, and they're asking like 1,000,001 questions. Early this morning, we sent them some information and did a couple of demonstrations with them on video private for them to check out the technology, and they're really interested in it. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a busy couple of days. But other than that, I love this stuff, man. This stuff is amazing. Like I said, it has that contrast shifting technology to pull up heavy dark levels, but it also has that bright colors with the gaming technology that allows me to produce those really bright colors. So hopefully I can finish this demonstration out. I gotta get me another phone. I need to get me a phone just for recording only, so I can get a chance to see colors on here. Now I got a chance to display on Facebook already with no problems, like I said, no interruptions, but like I said. So let's see where we're going on this. I'm gonna play. I want to do a nights out. Like I did a lights out where it's just nighttime only, and I freaking love that level so much. Which if I can find it. Let me see, is it in the original? One of these has nothing but nighttime. It's a nighttime drive. That's definitely not it. Here it is. This is the one right here. I'm addicted to this level. I found this level when I was offline. Freaking love this level. I'm taking me an Enforcer. Definitely. Oh yeah, give me the Enforcer. Like the colors, all the colors are popping perfectly. Usually if I get a customer, I know my customer calls to come in, I'll basically have to put them on hold till the video's done. But these are very important calls. These are calls that are coming in from my distributors.
Boost and rush to earn points for your team.
I do apologize for the interruptions. Oh, got the first one in. Are beautiful. I'm seeing a whole lot of tree there. A whole lot of tree. Like that is not good. Get off me. Get off me. Oh ho ho! That's a gladiator. Can't deal with that. Too much trouble. Okay, so where's my trouble? No, it's coming.
Go!
We need a Forcer. I'll take that one. Gladiators are too big. Too big to handle. Oh yeah, take that. Oh man, all that's not necessary. Oh, it's nighttime. Oh, I don't want to be behind that. That's nasty. Get off me. I don't want to be around that. Oh yeah. That's brutal. No radio head. And then all these, I can't wait to do all these. Oh, definitely want to do Borderlands later on today. That's gonna look high on there. Let me check out something real quick. You know, white levels are high enough. That's good. Let's check out that shifting contrast technology embedded in the screen. See how black numbers pull up. Told you all that demonstrations. Look at the background. It's got to be blacker than the actual image that's being displayed. So the screen technology has two different forms of codes dropped into it. The first code is gaming technology, which allows me to produce those heavy, bright colors. And the other one is that contrast shifting. If you saw the first demonstration, when I painted the screen, it's not black. And it can pull contrast over this heavy. What's it right here? Jellyfish, spinner down there. Oh, Starfield. Everything is contrasting for this Starfield demonstration.
St. Jude is fighting for one goal, like this one mission, life.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Bring it back a little bit. Let's see what we got on this contrast. Alright, that's cool. That's done, over with. Alright, let's just throw it on here real quick. I'm just randomly grabbing videos. I'm not even bothered. I'm not really testing on it. It's technology that's going to do what it's supposed to do. There's no point in me basically running it off this and running that. It's going to do. I can switch up to anything I want. Go from contrast to white levels to gaming or whatever. It's going to run it. Because what's in it? It's got that. Once you have that gaming technology in it, all your colors are going pop like crazy. That's what the gaming technology is done. But that color shift, contrast shifting, yeah, I like that. That was a good combination. All right, let me just come out of this real quick and just pop over here real quick. Let's go check this out. So let's see, what's the day? Blah. We should have available somewhere around the middle of this week. It's going to knock out every test. I'm calling it as it is. I'm looking at it. It's going to knock out every single test. We can knock it out in one day, every test. It's going to pick up on it with no problem. Let's get a couple of certifieds out here and see what happens. See what we get. First thing I like to do is when we first develop something, I like to bring out the certified sample screens to see exactly where our colors lay at, because that's the first thing you should be doing, which I should have did from the first beginning, but like I said, that's some things I had to do. Well, we got some time to throw it in real quick. So let's start off with some expensive certified gunmetal screens versus the technology. Which one's going to pull up the better colors? This is what you should be seeing from the door. So let's grab this one right here, grab this one right here. I'm curious to see exactly how this is going to be able to compare to these more expensive certified screens. I'll do all this from the door. There we go, right there. Now, for you naysayers that are subscribers to my channel, just so you know that this is how it's done. First thing we do, if we take the certifieds, we got to put the certifieds up there. I think we got to do this one in the center right there. Okay, put that one in the center. Because from me going through my subscription list, I noticed that we got a few people on here, well, a couple of people on there, basically that, I don't know, don't like what I do, but they're in there watching. So you can see how we do this right from the door. So the important thing is once you develop the product, not only must you go in and basically, run it through the mill, which I did. We're not done yet. This is just the beginning part of it. You got to run it through some certifieds too to see how your screen's going to work on certified screens. This actually determines your weight on what your screen is worth. You can beat a $5,000 projection screen. You know what your screen is worth? You can beat a $5,000 screen. It means your screen's worth more than $5,000. Then you got to test those white levels too. So that's why I like using this sample sheet right here. This one has a 0.9. I like this one. This is much higher than a white sheet of paper. Right there. So you have to do that test too. And then you got to do ultra short throw, because see if some ultra short throw compatible. That's why we have 4 certified ultra short throw screens in there. And then you have to have something to test it against, because that's the most important thing right there. On a standalone, it's okay, but you have to have something to test it against. Then you got to do low lumen, which you have to do 1,000 lumens, which we do pretty much 1,000 lumen projector. Dark Star 9 right there. On the door, this is what it has to be tested on. So you can see right there, I'm going to do a 0.9 gain. Say it again, 0.9 gain. That has a 0.8, that's a 0.9 right there. I'll put this one here because this one may have a narrow viewing, I'm not sure. So I gotta have something to compare it to. It's nice to bring the screen up and show a lot of pretty colors off of it and some gaming demonstrations off of it. That's all good and well. But you have to have something to test it against to see where you stand up. So we had to go back to the beginning. Let's just go pop up some white levels first. Let's go over here to our, let me see. I need white levels first, right? White screensaver, that's perfect right there. Now, mind you, so you can remember this, and we can have this stick in your head, whether you watch this now or later. That anytime I do a demonstration on any form of dark technology, the first thing I show are the white levels. So it'd be virtually impossible for any of the technology we develop to come up too dark because that's the first thing we test them on. We test the white levels against screens that basically are going to be whiter or lighter or whatever, but they're not screens that are going to match our screen, so we can basically have a comfort zone. There's no comfort zone in here. All those certified screens sitting up there are much brighter than my screen. You know, it's amazing how that screen pulled just a heavy contrast level. Look at the color of it. It's not even black. See the way that OLED horse came up? That's the shifting technology we put in there. So there's the white levels right there. See the white levels lay at. Oakley dokley, oakley, oakley. That's what pull some reds up. And there you go. Automatically from the door, I know what's going to happen. The minute we pull red and that pops up like that, automatically know what's going to happen. Every single color is going to have the exact same reaction. So right now, my screen, at not even being probably, let's see, it was made on, I think it was made Saturday. I think it was Saturday. I'm pretty sure it was Saturday. But anyway, a couple of days old. We're just now seeing it now because, like I said, the internet cable snapped. Has already been able to outperform a screen that is $1,600 to $3,000 to $5,000 to, I think those running around maybe $500 or $600, maybe about $800-900. I think they run about that price right there. So automatically, I know what my screen's worth and it's waiting mode already right from the door. There's a Starfield demonstration. As I told you before, my screen is not black. As you can see, it's not a black screen. When I painted it, it's not black, if you saw the demonstration. But I can actually see contrast. And those two screens up front are gunmetal screens. They're actually darker than my screen. But that reflective surface, ooh, not a good thing. Never a good thing with the reflective surface. Let's put it slow.
I really can't teach you guitar, but it can help you express your ideas clearly for free.
Change out. There we go. Nice slow color change out. Now remember I told you about the red. I said the first minute I saw the red where the colors weren't coming up, I told you every color is going to react the exact same way. I can literally call the screen before we do the test. That's how I know what's going to happen. We have a full 1080p 5000 lumen Christie behind me, so it's not power. We got 1080p. It's a 12-bit color wheel. You know that, right? Not 8-bit. Most are 8-bit. These are 12s. That's not going to pick up at all. We know contrast is not going to pick up. Picks up a very good white level. Let's see if we do a blend in real quick. Let's just grab a random video. Just do a quick blend in. Go all the way back to the beginning. And we're just going to run ours against theirs. Pretty impressive for a screen paint. It's been sitting on my countertop for a day or so. Because like I said, we couldn't bring it out until we saw, well, I couldn't show it to you. No internet, you know what I mean? But I'll show you at the end of the day, God's technology is amazing, isn't it? We got a spot over there that's empty. I think we need to get another certified screen for that spot. Whoops, I don't know what we're going to get. I will find something. I said, you don't waste your time coming into my channel and talking about, well, what about his product? Again, that's 4 certifies right there we got. So if his product has never been tested on any form of certified screens whatsoever, and we can just randomly mind. This is a live demonstration, keep in mind. So you can understand this. Not to be rude or anything, but this is a live demonstration. Do you understand me? That means anything I throw up on that surface right now at this technology, none of this is being rehearsed. There's no way the screen's getting any kind of special help. We have plenty of light in here. This is the DMP supernova right here. So if I throw a DMP supernova up there, we go through that color change out, what's going to happen? So we're all getting a chance to experience this at the first time. So let's put this up here. DMP supernova. This is a $5,000 projection screen. We'll put that right there. I don't know if that's the Infinity or Blade. I don't know which one that is. But either way, it's $5,000. It might be 4,000 right now. It could be 45 right now. I'm not sure. That's why I like to do the color change out. Because when you do the color change out, you get solid reds, solid blues, solid greens. You're seeing exactly what you're getting from the projector. Now, if I did a demonstration starting off like this, and I did a lot of camouflage in there, you couldn't tell what was started, what began, and what ends with it. Very, very easy to do. But let's go back over. Let's swap over to this red. Oh, that color change out right there. Let's go back to that color change out.
What are the unknown stories behind someone's eyes? What are the struggles that connect us to each other?
So now, to my people who have contracts underneath me, they're watching this demonstration, or later on they will be watching the demonstration. They're watching the screen outperform these screens, the same demonstrations they're going to do in their showrooms. I have to call this person back. Now, this is the person I can call back. She'll call me twice, she usually does. But anyway, like I said, because this screen is doing what it's doing right now, do you know how much money the screen's worth? A whole lot more money than $200 a quart. A whole lot more than that. You're watching a screen right here, a day sitting on top of my countertop is outperforming a screen that is $5,000, around $1,500 to $1,600, around $4,000 to $5,000. That's the screen right there, daylight screen. You can look all these up if you want. $3,000 for the Dark Star 9. I think which one comes around $1,300, $1,400 for the acoustics. And we haven't ran all the tests yet. We haven't run all the tests yet. We're not even done yet. We have to do all the multiple different projectors and ultra short those and all that right from the door. Let's go back a little farther on it. I love showing off white levels. Come on, if you know I'm going to show off white levels on a black screen, this screen's not even black. You know I'm going to show white levels off on this. All right, from the door, we got to test all this out. All this has to be tested out. We got a 0.9 white screen right over there. It doesn't have to be black. Because the screen is dark, it has to be tested on its white levels. So, you know, maybe tomorrow you may see me come in doing a demonstration with several white sheets of paper, white certified screens. We'll do white levels only, so I can see where the white levels lay in the screen, which is something you should have seen. And if the tests were done correctly, then you wouldn't have a screen coming out looking so dark that a black screen can produce a higher white level than a screen that's gray. You wouldn't have that. You wouldn't see that in any of the demonstrations. You know? We wouldn't have that problem, no siree, if it was properly tested right. If it was doing what it's supposed to be doing. You should be able to grab any video you want. Some people, when they do demonstrations, have to pick up select videos to make their screens look good. No, you should be able to run everything live with no problem against certified screens. Darker screens have to stand by a certain standard. So the screen is automatically going to produce a lower white level than any screen that's going to be brighter. That's basic common sense. But it has to be to maintain a white level high enough or bright enough an image that you can still see the screen crystal clear. And as with this, you can see the screen crystal clear with no problem. Do 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 do. Now, for those of you sitting there saying, but Mr. Kent, color shifting technology doesn't exist. Oh, yeah, it does exist, because right there, you're looking at the demonstration, you're watching it react right now. That screen's not black. I just painted over a black phantom. The black phantom is black, and that screen is not black that we painted over top of. On top of that, if you look at it, you got two shades of black going off at the same time. In this particular demonstration with the OLED horse, if you look at the background is actually darker than the physical horse itself that's being displayed. The horse is actually showing several levels of dark, which you'll see when she switches over, when she's climbing up the horse. You'll see the saddlebag, you'll see her, basically her leggings that she's wearing. The, I forgot what they call that on the front of the horse, what they call that. Can't think of the name of it. But there's several shades of black going off, including two of the screens up there we have are gunmetal, and they're not picking up at all. And the projector behind me only has a 4,000:1 contrast ratio, so it's not the projector doing the work either. We're not in an ambient light controlled environment, so that's not helping with the contrast level, and that screen we painted on clearly is not black. But yet, it's picking up multiple levels of contrast levels, which means yes, there's a such thing as color shifting technology. You don't understand what it is because I'm not going to explain it, to tell you the truth at the end of the day. It just gives the screen the ability to be able to read black light. Like we can read white light, colors, all that stuff. You know what I find interesting about this right here? Look at the projector right here. Look at this. Right there is an image that you can't even see. That's invisible right now. You can't see anything, right? Until it hits the screen, boom, and then you can see it. That's what I find fascinating about projectors. And it depends at the end of the day. Now, the image coming from the projector is perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with this projector. Doesn't have to be 4K. Doesn't have to have 50,000 to 1 contrast. Doesn't have to have any of that crap. None of the bells and whistles. This is an old projector. Discontinued in 2014. They wouldn't even dare use this model in any of the top demonstrations for any of these screens we have up here whatsoever. Wouldn't even dare use. Too old of a model. It's outdated. It's a piece of junk. It's a landfill projector. Something that they trash, they throw in a landfill, and they update their projectors to something more advanced. But there's nothing wrong with this machine. Not one thing wrong with it. Doesn't have to be calibrated and none of that nonsense. Still sitting in its factory settings. Got off eBay for $270. But for some reason, the high-end screens we got sitting up there, they cost thousands and thousands of dollars. It's having a really hard time picking up on it. Our technology's not having that problem at all. And that projector is producing the most beautiful image that you can't see right here. It's completely invisible until it hits our screen. When it hits our screen, you can see exactly the capability of what that projector has. When it hits their screen, they can't even see it. They're going to have to spend money for an extremely expensive projector to even come close to what our technology can pull off. And that's what I love about projectors. I love about it. So no one can argue at the end of the day, well, Ken, your screen's super jet black. That's the reason why you're pulling up a contrast level that insane. That screen's not black at all. It's not black. Nope. See that right there? See the different shades of black I showed you? Look at the padding under the saddle, the boots, all that's a different shading. They're different shadings of black. But the darkest black is actually the background. That's what I love about OLED demonstrations. That's what you have to appreciate about them. People don't see that. They watch the demonstration, oh, look, black horse. No, you're missing the whole entire meaning of the demonstration. Look at the levels of contrast levels it's displaying. That's what you're missing. There's several shades of black going off in this demonstration all at the same time. That's what you got to appreciate. Not just displaying a black horse, the levels that it's producing. And the darkest is actually the one behind the horse. Like the, oh, here we go. Perfect. I didn't take a look for it. I love the Sony demonstration. The Sony demonstration, super jet black. And the lights that push through. Now, some people feel on the screen, because they can pick up the red, they think they're pulling contrast. Red has nothing to do with contrast. It's that black level in the background that you have to pick up. That's what I understand how people talk about contrast and they don't understand contrast. They really don't. They don't understand it. They don't understand it at all. Beauty of contrast. At the same time, you still have to maintain your colors. Like about this demonstration because it shows up the contrast. There's the white levels. Back to contrast. The complicated thing about contrast is if your contrast levels are too high, your white levels suffer. Your white levels suffer, your color suffers. Your white levels can't be too high, but then your contrast levels will suffer. If they suffer, then the color suffers. And you can't pull out proper reds, you can't pull out proper blues or greens. That's why I show you the solid colors first, So that way, when I show you the demonstration, you can see what you need to look at. Oh, that's the reason why I showed you. That's why I showed you the solid colors first. That's why I showed you this. It's very important for you to see that first. How is your screen seeing the color red? DMP Supernova, 4 to 5 grand. Dark Star 9, about $1,600. I'm gonna butcher this. Sorry, Daylight. I always get your name wrong, but I do apologize. I think it's the Parallax or Parallax, whatever. I think it's 0.8 gain. And this one just came out. This is about 4 to 5 grand. We have $4,500 now. That one has a narrow viewing cone. So bottom line, if you're standing here and you turn there, they go a little dark. That's the narrow viewing cone effect. That's usually with that reflective surface. And then over here, you have a Dark Star 9. That's a dark gunmetal screen. Our screen is not gunmetal, nowhere near it. And then over here, of course, the screen is not going to pick up also well, which is a white screen. You're always going to have that problem with white screens. Even if it has a 0.9 gain, you're still not going to be able to pick up the color you think going to pick up. Somebody had a conversation about that. Talking about, well, my screens are really high gain. It's going to pick up. No, it's not. Oh, well. Okay, with that being said, I'm done here. I'm finished for today. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. The new technology, if it passes all its tests, and it should, with no problem whatsoever. It'll get its label, and I don't even know what the label's going to be designed yet. But it'll get its label, and then it'll be on the website. All right, with that being said, thank you for your time. Got to go, and God bless.